Welcome back to Prompt Joust. This time we're talking about our stories based on a three-headed, cute little puppy.
Arf. Welcome back to Prompt Joust. I'm Marcus V. Calvert.
Weston Kincade.
And sir, what was your story about? What was that tagline?
Well, I guess, depending on your goal, you can even succeed in death. Maybe something like that. Because he did find her. He didn't get out, but he did find her.
I've been something like, be wary of love that takes you to hell and back.
I have noticed that you do have a tendency to enjoy writing stories about people who are negotiating, how they're going to assassinate people for clients.
It does kind of flow with me. For this one, I would say,
I think a little bit of voodoo could have been a nice little aesthetic addition to your story.
I would say creating a work of art through murder.
Okay.
Short term, shake and bake, get it done, boom. While erasing the traces. That's tricky.
That is tricky. I mean,
Vive la Magic and Twilight Zone style influences as a child. That's one thing I would say about like writing science fiction on the low end. Try to watch stuff like weird stuff. Look at something normal and ask yourself, how could I do it abnormally? Some of the great crap you'll see in this world, and also classics, mind you, but also just the great commercial crap. Like, I don't know, stories about lawn gnomes. It was just, what if lawn gnomes were alive?
What if they were your guardian angel? Or what if they were in real life a three-headed dog masked?
I wrote short stories, did a long stretch of them, and one of them was a story about a vampire owing child support. You take something like child support, you're throwing something that does not belong with child support, and voila. That is something that I would recommend if you're looking to do a string of short stories. If you're just trying to see which ones rise to the top and might make a good anthology or maybe even good fodder for a novel.
Now, he did allude to the classics, and I agree there. Just like the stories we came up with here, I first went to the mythology, just like Rick Riordan, in his series. You look back at mythology, come up with your own take on it. So that can always be a lot of fun.
Or you could just simply say, what if aliens had a bachelor party in your hometown? And you just let that hang, and you drink some caffeine, you watch a little Star Trek, you go to bed, and you let your subconscious, cook that, slow cook it. I would always say try to write after a good night's sleep. It's disturbing, the stuff that may come out of your mind, and just spit it out, then hop in a shower, begin your day, and just pick at it until it's done. You don't have to write a story in one sitting. Some people, they must, but sometimes, in my opinion, I like to go at it almost like courses in a meal. Start in the middle, maybe something in the middle, beginning, middle, and clean it up later.
I write a little differently. Sometimes I'll write whatever inspires me, so it may wind up in the middle, but, that's what editing is for.
But when you do that first draft, are you like butt in chair, you don't move, you tune out the world, and you just spend a few hours and then it's done? Or you go by days?
I just keep doing it, but yeah, butt in chair, but I outline too, so I know we differ with our writing styles, but whatever suits you.
Now, your dream for a short story, in my opinion, is if you can bang it out in one day. Because if you're a writer and you have to rewrite a chapter, you could probably do it in one day if it's in the middle of your book. But if you can come up with a story from scratch and bang out even a crappy draft, that is an accomplishment. But it's not something you're going to do overnight unless you have wicked lucky talent.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it.
Typing skills.
Yeah. And a bit of free time, which you may have to carve out of your life. Well, I'd say that's about it for the wisdom and that it for the tagline. Oh, wait a minute. Going back to your story, was there anything you would have changed or molded or sculpted? Bum.
I don't know. I kind of liked where it went. I probably would have tried to find some more success in the end. Maybe he even overcomes death in the end, and or maybe it was planned ahead of time because he knew he couldn't survive, or there was some kind of magic catchphrase or something that would automatically teleport him, whether he was just in spirit or physical form. I don't, something like that.
Three endings come to mind. One, he has a backpack full of dog biscuits, and he manages to get his woman while stalling the dog.
Oh, okay.
Two, a cute little baby comes out, and he's like, okay.
And then starts dancing.
No, just a not Ally McBeal, a puppy. I'm sorry, a cute little puppy comes out with 3 heads. It's Cerberus' little kid. So he gets around the dog, he saves his woman, and he gets out. And the third ending is he gets around the puppy, he saves a girl, he kicks the puppy, he gets to the surface almost, and then comes mommy. Don't kick my little darling angel. And it's just on. So that's about where we should go. I'd say we're done for now. Thank you very much for watching us. Again, I am Marcus V. Calvert, science fiction author. And you, sir?
Weston Kincade, horror and mystery author. My flagship series is A Life of Death, and our links are below.
And mine is I Villain, and we're definitely going to be for good reading there. Also, please like and subscribe us. And
if you enjoy good coffee, we have a little treat for you. The links for it are below. We also have other merchandise. So please support us. Thank you.
Gifts upon gifts upon gifts. Take care. And on behalf of the House of Story Medics, we thank you for watching us, and tune in. There will be more to come.